Good afternoon, and it is a good afternoon. So I am really, really happy to be with you here today. I'm Aziza Davis Goins, and I am the President and CEO for the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce. And we want to welcome you here with us this afternoon. I want to talk a little bit about what's going to be happening today and what's also happening in our future. But the first thing I want to say is that we're really focusing on health and wellness today. And you're going to see what that nexus is between health and wellness and you running a really, really good and successful business. But before we get to that, I want to take a moment to thank our firemen and our first responders for taking care of us during this fire season. It has been a remarkable and continues to be a remarkable situation. And I don't think that they're getting enough praise. And I want to be sure that the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce goes on record for saying how much we appreciate the work you're doing. And we wish you all health and safety as you fight these fires for us so that we can live. And to those that unfortunately may have lost their homes or been damaged, our hearts go out to you. And I'm sure that many of us are doing all that we can to support your efforts in rebuilding your lives. It's so appropriate right now that we talk about that, especially since we're going to be talking about health and wellness and business today. I'm going to turn this over in just a moment to our host extraordinaire, but I also want to tell you a little bit about what else the Chamber is doing that you might be interested in participating in. We've come alive more than we have been in the last year and a half, and we will be talking a little bit about some of the events, the first being a legislative conference with the California Legislative Black Caucus that will be held. It's a reception, actually, that will be held on the 24th of this month at Cafeteria 15L from 5:30 to 7:30, but you must register to be able to get into the event. We are keeping the numbers kind of low so that everybody feels safe and know that it will be indoors, and so it will be a masked event. And what would be really cool if we see a lot of you at that event. There's more information on our website. And if you are signed up with us, then you've been getting the email blast talking about that event. We're also hosting about 2 days later a new member and refresher orientation. It'll be the second one that we've held this year. We were planning to do it in person. We still may. We're still in the planning stages. If not, we will do it virtually so that more people can attend. So be on the lookout for that information as well. And I want you to have a really good show today. You know, if those of you that are out there that have been playing with us since 916 Live started, I usually come on the show and I welcome you, and I'm grateful to see you all here. And then I leave and let the fun begin. So I'm going to start doing that in just a second as I introduce to you Mr. Michael Poindexter, principal owner of Engaging You, and also a board member for the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce Foundation. And in full disclosure, a really good friend. Thanks, Michael, for being with us again today. I appreciate having you here.
No problem. You know, I would do it anytime that you ask me, and I think you know that. But I think, you know, number one, before you leave the show, I need to say it's your birthday and happy birthday. And we all from the chamber wish you a very, very good happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Maybe stop by the house later on for some healthy wine.
Healthy wine, absolutely. All of your wine is very healthy. So thank you. And I'm going to take you up on that offer. Have a great show, Michael.
Okay, thank you. And thank you for all the work that you do too, Aziza, in making this happen for us in the city of Sacramento.
My pleasure, from my heart.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to welcome everyone to the show today, and welcome to the Sacramento Black Chamber 916 Live. We are happy that you're here, and we hope that we have a good show planned for you because we have some wonderful guests that will be talking with us about their area business and sharing a lot of information with you. And we'll also be talking about how healthy you need to be in running these businesses, and hopefully they will be able to give us some feedback on what they do to keep healthy. It is really important that we combine health and business together because I don't know if you can do the right type of business or the best business that you can do without doing healthy types of things, eating well, and also exercising. I know Aziza and I are out on the track every day. Well, not the track, but in the streets and on the river walk, walking every day. I think we put in about 3 to 5 miles every day just to make sure that we have a healthy mind and it's moving forward. I've just incorporated the swimming pool in my exercise, where I am actually doing pool exercises, things that I'd never done before, but they work. I actually bought weights and have a noodle, and not the 99-cent noodle, 99-cent store noodle, but a real noodle that you do major heavy workouts in. So I'm definitely incorporating all of that in before I even start business, even before today, to make sure I was going to be on time and I was going to be saying all of the right things and doing all of the right things to bring you a good show today. So it's going to be real important for everyone to know. Put some healthy type activities and some healthy foods into what you're doing as you start your busy day. It's real important to just get your mind started and be fresh and moving on with your day and bringing in all of that business and new business that you would want for your companies, corporations, or organizations. But that's going to be part of our show today. So let's get started. And our first guest that we have today will be Classy Hippie Tea with Leo Hickman. And I tell you, tea is very, very important in all of my food intakes and diets that I'm using. Tea is a part of every one of those diets, and especially the green tea, but I'm sure you have some other wonderful teas. So welcome, Leo. Could you just talk with us about who you are and your business, please?
Respect. Thank you for having me. I'm also a member of the Black Chamber, Sacramento Black Chamber, and I've appreciated everything that's been done so far and look forward to it. But about me and me, so we are a team of herbal at the beginning of the day, and we come into the day with herbal remedies in mind. So everything we do, whether it be tea or coffee, is approached from a medicinal standpoint. And from there, we generally start with, how do you feel today? And based on that question, we'll address different health concerns. We'll address different moods, emotional balances, things like that through the lens of herbs and an herbalist.
Okay, it looks like you've
I can add some.
frozen.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
you're
uh,
unfrozen.
I can add some more too. So we have 3 companies now that are based on herbalism. We have Classy Hippie Tea, which is going to be our parent company, and heavily focuses on tea and tea within wholesale, grocery stores, things of that sort. We have a company, Herbal Allies. Herbal Allies grows all of our tea, and that is the community part of the company. We have a partnership with Saint Hope and Sac High, and we also have about 100 tower gardens that we're growing our own tea and herbs. And lastly, in the last week, we've acquired Broadway Coffee. And so now we're also approaching coffee from a medicinal standpoint.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you talk about tea. I don't like coffee, but I love tea. Yeah,
There it
and I try
is.
to incorporate tea into everything that I do throughout the day too.
Mm-hmm.
So, tea, how did you get started in this business, and how does it work?
Um, how does it work? I'm still figuring that out. I'll start with the second question first.
I hear you.
you know, uh, This is a very interesting business environment. We've been doing tea now for the last 7 years. So we've had some ups and downs, and COVID was definitely a transition point for us.
Okay.
We went from a 5,000 square foot warehouse and about 20 different people on staff to 2 people on staff and operating out of a 500 square foot apartment. And
Okay.
we were able to continue to prosper, and 2 people did the work of 20. And yeah, so, but long story short, the way that I got involved with tea, I was backpacking through Central America, time in the military, and I caught a stomach bug. While I was there, the host family I was staying with gave me 1 bag of tea, and from that bag of tea, I was healed within 24 hours. So I came back to America and tried to find what was in that bag. And I ended up going to engineering school and becoming a biomedical engineer. Tried my hand at being a doctor and prosthetics and yeah. And ended up falling into a career field of herbalism while practicing with some holistic doctors.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's interesting you talk about South America. I was just in Panama, and in the
Mhm.
backyard, they had the moringa trees. And I don't
Yes.
know if you're familiar with moringa, but I was able to
Yep.
make tea every morning. Just went out and picked off the leaves, added a little bit of ginger
Yes.
and a little bit of honey and cumin. And
Yep.
man, I was feeling great every day. I was ready to tackle the world every day because it had so many medicinal properties and so get started
Mhm.
type of properties that
Yes.
I was just feeling great. Do you guys do moringa?
I pride myself on being one of the first retailers of moringa within Sac County. So we
Ah,
were one of the first major importers from South America. A few of my
okay.
mentors lived down there and they said, hey, you got to check out this herb. I was
Yeah.
like, what's better than tea? And yeah, I was happily humbled. And
Yeah. Yeah.
moringa is a herb that's known as an adaptogen. So it's like a plant with an intelligence.
Yeah.
We like to say if you have low blood pressure, it knows to bring it up. And if you have high blood pressure, it knows to bring it back down. So there's only about 10 herbs on earth that we know of that have
Yeah.
that kind of intelligence, and moringa's one.
Yeah. Well, I might have another buyer for you too because they have a farm where they just grow moringa trees, you know.
Oh,
But
beautiful.
it was good. It was first time. Last time being there was first time I had it as ice cold tea,
Hmm.
and
We
it
do
was
one where
fantastic.
we steep it with watermelon.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so that's
great.
how I get a touch of sweetness and some candied watermelon,
Uh huh.
smooth
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, and this is just one of the type of teas that we're talking about that's medicinal, and it also gives you a good start of your day too. So if you're looking for something that can start your day and make you be on top of things, I think your company has those types of teas that can get you started, huh?
We do. We have moringa. We have about 70 other herbs that we
Ah,
can blend for you depending on your health needs.
okay, great. Is
Hmm.
there anything else that you'd like to say about your company or how how tea gives you a good start to
Yeah,
begin your day? Yeah, Leo, did you are you frozen there?
yeah. I leave everyone with is, yeah, I hear you. I have you. The one cool piece that I love is that we're now growing our own tea. So
Okay.
again, we have two farms that we started in the last year, and
Mm-hmm.
we're the only companies in America growing tea.
Ah, okay. Great. Great. Well, it's good to have you
Did
on
that come
today.
through?
Are there any
Yes,
last
awesome.
thoughts you'd like to leave our audience or anything you'd like to add at all?
Drink more tea.
We got you. Well, Leo. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for sharing all of the information about your tea and the company. And hopefully, we'll be drinking more tea, and many of our members will be trying to find where you are, where you're located, and make sure we're sipping tea to start our busy day in our
Yes.
businesses and corporations. So, thank you very much for joining us. Mhm. Okay, as you heard, tea can start your day. And many of you are coffee drinkers. That's good too. But that tea has some medicinal type things in it that can make you healthy, keep your, as Leo said, can help with your blood pressure, make it go up or make it go down, whatever your needs are. Lots of different teas that are out there and available for you. But it's definitely a good drink to begin to start your day with and to make you think fresh, as you have it, whether it's hot or whether it's cold. I think our next guest that we're bringing on is Lisa Fox. Lisa is the director of the Strategic Partnership and Development with the Triumph Cancer Foundation. Lisa, we'd like to welcome you to 916 Live. Thank you for being here today.
Thank you so much for having us. We're really excited to be here. We are actually also new to the chamber, and really excited to share our mission with the community and hope that we can introduce Triumph Cancer Foundation to more people in the region. So thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, it's good to have you here. Could you talk with us a little bit about your program and also talk about how keeping your body with lots of liquid in it can help you, whether you have cancer or not?
Sure. Well, certainly hydration is one of the most important elements to staying healthy. In terms of cancer support and wellness, Triumph Cancer Foundation is a 12-week physical fitness program that's offered at no cost to the survivor, and it is offered on a 12-week trimester basis in the Sacramento region to cancer survivors who have completed treatment within the last 18 months. So it's really frightening to actually hear that 1 out of every 2 people will be diagnosed with cancer in their lifetime. So in terms of how this relates to corporate wellness and businesses, we're hoping that by engaging more businesses in the community, we will be able to share that Triumph Cancer Foundation is available. So Triumph Fitness is actually led by certified cancer exercise specialists. They're specifically trained to work with cancer survivors. And as many people know, the impact on a survivor's well-being can be profound and include loss of muscle mass, extreme fatigue, depression, reduced stamina. And so our program has been proven to help survivors in the recovery journey.
Oh, great. And you say you're a new company in the city, or?
No, we're just new to the Sacramento Black Chamber. We'll be celebrating our 16th year of Triumph Fitness on October 16th. And basically, we are here to connect with more businesses and organizations to help improve the overall health and wellness of your employees or their family members. Again, it's a program that's offered at no cost to the survivor. So we just want to share our mission and let people know that we are here to help and support them and their families the best we can once they have completed treatment.
Okay. Well, Lisa, thank you for being a member of the chamber. And it seems like you're offering a service that is really needed, especially for cancer survivors. I think you have a short video too that you like to show. Am I right?
We do. And I would encourage anybody to reach out to me. We have strong partnerships with many corporate wellness teams within businesses, and we would be happy to provide support through our program. So I am going to attempt this video, sharing my screen. I hope it works. So hold on 1 second.
Okay.
And this kind of tells, to me, it shares who Triumph is and how we really do support our participants and graduates. So please reach out to me if you would like to participate or you know anybody who would. And let me try this.
Go ahead and try. This is all new.
I know, definitely to me.
Okay.
Is it going?
Not.
He understands.
Can you see it?
What it's like to be
It's gone.
hours.
It was.
What am I going to expect? What's it going to be like? What's the outcome?
The most crucial aspect of survivorship is when active treatment finishes. That part of the journey can be just as challenging as the diagnosis and the treatment.
To be honest, nurse navigation, a lot of times we navigate until they're done with treatment. If you don't take care of yourself, that's what leads to other cancers or recurrence.
And I see it. It's a chasm from your diagnosis and your treatment, and it ends, and then it drops out. But everybody thinks you're going to go back to normal. And that doesn't happen.
And you're kind of left with, what do I do now?
They all have different types of diagnosis. They all been through different treatments. They may come from all different types of healthcare providers. For us as instructors, we need to be that calm, guiding light. Give them some reassurance that things are going to be okay and that they're in the right spot.
The concept of having someone there to kind of guide me through getting my body back was just huge. cancer doesn't define who they are. It's what they make of it that defines them.
I think more that there was a purpose for life, new adventures and meeting new people, and that I cared more about my health.
I was diagnosed when I was 35. I had to have a radical hysterectomy. We weren't able to have children, and so Triumph is my family. That's what drives me.
Nothing's more rewarding than seeing someone months or years after the program and them telling you how much that program influenced their lifestyles and how much it's still influencing their life and quality of life that they have.
When you do something that's good for you, it really affects every aspect of your life.
I'm really proud that we've been able to do that with the help of hundreds and hundreds of donors over the years and sponsors and partners.
Our partnership was a no-brainer. Just seeing how excited they are about their futures, which we really want to be a part of their future.
Giving back to the cancer community through Triumph Fitness has allowed me to heal.
So I've seen so many patients go through it, and it's all positive outcomes. It's such an amazing organization. So my hope is that they continue to grow.
Triumph is very much a glue to many different cancer programs in the Sacramento area.
I'm grounded. I have a balance. I feel like I have some control. I love helping people, but it was my turn. I needed the help. And it just is beyond words has blessed me.
They do the hard work to get there. We just provide the path and the guidance.
We're small but mighty. We make a difference, and we're hoping to make more of a difference and reach more and more family members, more of your friends. So please support us.
Okay, Lisa, is that it?
Yes, that is basically Triumph in a nutshell. So
Okay.
we highly encourage anybody to reach out to Triumph Cancer Foundation if you know somebody that has completed treatment or your organization would like to learn more about Triumph. We really do help survivors regain strength and stamina and ultimately reduce the risk of recurrence. And while we were in a gym-based model before, we have transitioned to a virtual format, which has made it possible for many more people to participate, whether there were barriers after getting home from work to be able to get to the gym. We've learned that actually this virtual format has empowered and enabled our participants to stay healthy after treatment in the comfort and safety of their own home, and then be able to continue on once they've graduated, staying part of the Triumph family and continuing their health and fitness regimen.
Okay, great. It looks like you're offering a fantastic service for survivors of cancer. And we wish you a lot of luck and more success in your program.
Thank
you. We actually have on site, if people would like to see the video again, I think we have it listed so they can tune in a little bit later and take another close look at it.
I can actually provide a link in the comments to the video so people can watch it on their own time.
Okay, sounds great. Well, thank you for joining us, Lisa, and for giving us all the information and for giving information on how to stay healthy too, even if you've had cancer and you need to come back to the full person that you were before. So thank you very much for joining us, and thank you for being a member of the Sacramento Black Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, our next guest is going to be Lorrie Williams, who's a stylist, and she's going to come to us and talk a little bit about style and how, putting on the right clothes can make us healthy and feel better.
Thank you. Welcome. Actually, I'm a hairstylist.
That's most of all. We got to look right on the front end, just not the clothes that we put on. But and I have to tell you, your hair is looking fantastic.
Oh my goodness! Thank you.
Okay. So you want to tell us a little bit about what you do and your company and and how looking good can make us feel healthy.
Sure,
Feel
sure.
good.
So again, I'm Lorrie Williams of Lorrie Williams Stylist. I am a new chamber member. I'm a new resident to Sacramento as well. My salon is, I work in a salon, I should say, downtown on J Street. I specialize in healthy hair and scalp. I work with natural hair. I also work with chemically processed hair. I color and I do precision cuts.
Okay, great. And tell us about, a lot of times we walk into the shops and everything, we're not feeling good, we're not looking good, but you guys make us look handsome and beautiful. Talk with us about a little bit about how you see your customers coming out feeling better than how they walked in.
Well, I will say that this pandemic has really taken a toll on how we feel about ourselves. A lot of people have lost their jobs. A lot of people couldn't get to the salon. A lot of people couldn't get their hair cut. And it's taken its toll. And so when people come into the salon, they're coming in looking for relief as well as getting their hair done. So not only are you getting a service, but you're getting a little piece of yourself back. You're getting to relax. You're getting that scalp massage. You're getting even to talk about things that you've been through in COVID. A lot of times we think of hair salons as we're just giving a service, but a lot of times it's an outlet for our clients. It's an outlet to talk about what's going in the world. We've been through a lot in this past pandemic and everything else that's gone on, and it's taken its toll. And being able to come into the salon and relax, just relax, and come back to your authentic self has been a wonderful experience, not only for my clients, but for myself as well.
And I definitely can say, just with the number of friends that I have, a lot of people have let themselves go and didn't make it to the shop.
And that's okay. That's okay. We're here to bring you back. Yes.
I like it. I love
That's why we're here. It doesn't matter if we haven't had a haircut in a year. We're here to bring you back, and we want to make people feel comfortable when they come back.
Well, believe it or not, Lorrie, that's a nice slogan to have. We're here to bring you back.
Right.
Because I know a lot of people just kind of, just let it go since they were working from home. And, And now I think they're coming back to the shops now. I don't know what you're having to deal with.
Well, we're having to be miracle workers in a sense, but that's okay. It's okay. That's what we're there for.
I hear you.
To make people feel comfortable and to, of course, do styles that fit the new norm. Like you said, a lot of people are working from home, so they're not coming every week or every 2 weeks like they were. The gray has grown out. And they come in and they're like, oh, I don't want to take my cap off, but it's okay. Take your cap off and we work together on what your life looks like now and how your hairstyle and your hair maintenance can fit with the structure of your life in this new norm.
Oh, great. Well, thank you for being there, and thank you for making sure you're taking care of us. We can go back into our homes or now going back into our offices and looking good. Because I know when people are looking good, no matter who you are, there's a difference in how you do your work and how you present yourself. So this all deals with this healthiness and wellness in our lives. Lorrie, thank you for being a member, and thank you for being with us today. We appreciate you, and thanks for being on 916 Live.
Thank you.
Okay, that's always good, for those folks who've been at home and have kind of let things go. Now you know where to go. Okay. Our next guest is going to be Russell Postell, and he is with Cape, and I'm going to get the right pronunciation of that from Russell right now. So Russell, could you give us the name of the business and everything? Let's make sure I have it right.
Sure. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for having me here. The Sacramento Black Chamber. I am a new member. The firm I work for is Capstone Financial. So I run my own advising and management, life management business, planning life management business inside Capstone Financial in Folsom, California.
Okay, great. Could you talk a little bit about that business and how it will benefit our membership?
Yeah, I'm glad we're talking about. I'm glad we're talking about it in the realm of health and fitness, because financial health is so important to our overall health, because it takes away stress and it leads us to a life stress free, which is more stable and more fulfilling. Now, I have a belief that everyone can achieve financial freedom to every degree which a person desires. But the only thing you really need to really do that in today's world is a right coach. I continuously help families and businesses make really important decisions, present day important decisions that lead to financial freedom and life empowerment and better choices, better desires, better opportunity as they move into their retirement years and later on.
Okay. I know that takes a lot off a lot of weight off of us as we become more secure with being financially stable. That's also a healthy benefit that's going to help us stay alive a little while longer when we know our money is in place and we can do things with it to be healthy. Can you talk with us about how you think more people can get involved in understanding that whole financial side? I know for myself, it took me a long time to have that conversation. In some cultures, people grow up with that conversation from day one.
Right.
And for many of us, people of color, we find ourselves getting into it very, very late in life and maybe not having all the capital that we could have if we had started at a very, very younger age. So talk with me a little bit about, how to get started. What are the first steps, Russell?
Sure. I was fortunate. When I was young, I 401ks came out and they said, max it out. So I did. I didn't even know what I was doing. And sure enough, along the way, that led to the ability to have the down payment for a house and so forth and so forth. But I'm fortunate. What I'm more concerned about today is it's never too late to get started. And it doesn't take a lot to get started, to get the actual ball rolling. The things I worry about and things I'm most concerned about in all my clients, whether you are a millionaire, or if you're a person who has a small account, I do work with everyone. That's my pledge. That's my pledge to the higher power of being, that I use my skills and talents to help anyone who comes to me. Life protection is the most important part of our financial plan that we all tend to not work towards, especially in today's world, when the world has told us that we can depend on our 401k and our Social Security, when that really isn't true. We have a life event where you or your spouse becomes ill, and it's $20,000 a month to get care. We need funds available, because that can topple just about anybody's retirement plan. So it's protecting early, making sure you have the right asset management and accumulation strategy, and most importantly in today's world is the distribution or income streams that you can create in retirement. Remember, when we're accumulating, we're going this way, but when we're retired, we're coming this way. So if you go down 10% and then take your money out, you could be down 20%. And that's the money that you have left to live for 15, 20 years. So the math is different, and it's an actuarial science that really needs to be looked at and practiced.
Yeah. And you're giving a lot of good information to our membership, because many times a lot of people start off so late. And you said something that was real important. A lot of people depend on Social Security, which is not going to be enough.
Yeah. It really, when you look at it, you have the biggest things that take away our opportunity in retirement is not necessarily the income that you make. We are all up against inflation. And inflation is our largest concern. So how do we take that factor and wash it away. What are the things that we do that bring us equal to or slightly plus inflation? If we beat inflation, we can live pretty well.
Yeah. So you probably are recommending that people haven't started looking at financial stability, that they should now.
Yes, absolutely. And it's not too late. I mean, anything will help. You know, here's what I get, what scares me is when I'm at an entertainment venue and I hear general citizens talking about stocks. You know, how many companies are there in the world and how many universes do you get to invest in the world? How can any one of us truly know how to do that? I don't do it myself to a large extent, and I'm in the business. I hire and go to those people who work in Manhattan or wherever they are, and they are what I call boots on the street, and they're doing it, you know, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, with teams of 85 people doing the research before they even pick a stock.
Yeah. Well, membership. If you haven't started, then you should start today, as Russell will tell you. And now we have a member who does this type of work. So if you need any assistance or you need help in getting it started, and we always need help from someone else, someone who knows something about the business. Yeah. So Russell is here to assist us and to help us. And we want to thank you for being on our show today, Russell, and just sharing some of those words. I guess we could have did the whole show around you, because money is important in these days. Yeah. And you're right. You know, on our way up, we're going up, but as we retire, we're going down when we look at our financial stability package. Okay, well, thank you for being with us, Russell. And
thank you very much. Appreciate you.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, membership, we're closing now and starting to end our 916 Live. We want to thank you for being with us today, and also just remembering some of the things that we talked about: financial freedom, and having a member that is available to meet with us to talk about how to begin receiving financial freedom. Looking good and feeling good, making sure that as we're starting to leave our homes, that we have places to go to that will make us feel good and look good, because you know, when you're looking good, you're feeling good. And those brain things are starting to twine around in your head, and you're making sure that you're making all the right decisions. Getting back to yourself after surviving cancer, and also tea, that medicinal tea that can start your day every day. And when we talk about it being medicinal, I have to tell you, that doesn't mean it tastes like medicine. It can taste very, very good. So we want to thank you for being with us. We want to wish Aziza a very happy birthday again, and enjoy the summer, and make sure that you are helping someone or being there for other people in this day that we're in, and also helping our youth to be the best citizens that they possibly can be. So thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to seeing you again.